Have you ever received a phone call from someone who wasn't supposed to call you? Maybe a wrong number, or worse, someone who wasn't even alive anymore. Tonight, we bring you a terrifying tale about a man who receives a voicemail from his best friend 3 days after his tragic death. But this isn't just a technical glitch, this is something much darker, something that doesn't just call, it follows. Before we begin, if you love horror stories that send chills down your spine, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a terrifying tale. Now, sit back, turn off the lights and prepare for the story of the last voicemail. Ethan's phone buzzed on the nightstand, jolting him awake. He groggily reached for it, squinting at the screen in the dim light. One new voicemail. His heart nearly stopped when he saw the caller ID. It was from his best friend, Nick. But Nick was dead.
What the?
Ethan sat up, his throat dry. His mind scrambled for a rational explanation, some kind of phone glitch, a cruel prank. He hesitated before pressing play.
Ethan, help me.
Nick's voice, desperate, terrified. Ethan's blood turned to ice. The voicemail ended abruptly.
This can't be real.
His fingers trembled as he played it again. It was unmistakable. It was Nick. But how? Nick had died 3 days ago in a car crash. His body mangled, his phone shattered on impact. This wasn't possible. A cold sweat dripped down Ethan's spine. His apartment suddenly felt smaller, the shadows in the corners stretching toward him. He had to be imagining things, but the voicemail was real. The next morning, Ethan skipped work and drove straight to Nick's house. His parents were still mourning, their faces hollow, their voices distant. He didn't want to bring up the voicemail. He didn't want to make things worse. Instead, he visited the crash site. The wreckage had been cleared, but the skid marks were still there, black scars on the pavement. Ethan stood at the spot where Nick had taken his last breath, feeling the weight of something unseen pressing down on him. That night, Ethan dug through old texts, photos, anything that could give him a clue. He remembered Nick had been acting strange before he died, nervous, distracted. Ethan didn't think, he just drove. Nick's apartment was still locked up, untouched since his death. He broke in through the back door, the familiar scent of old books and cologne still lingering. Everything was normal, except for the voicemail icon flashing on Nick's old landline. Ethan's pulse pounded in his ears as he pressed play.
Ethan, I made a mistake. I listened to it. The voicemail, the one from the unknown number. I thought it was just a prank, but it wasn't. It's a curse. Once you hear it, it knows you. It follows you.
The message was from 3 nights ago, the night of Nick's death.
It's inside the apartment. Oh God.
A sharp bang in the recording made Ethan flinch. Then Nick's breathless whisper, the recording cut off. The room suddenly felt suffocating. Then a sound from behind him, a long, slow scrape against the floor. Ethan turned, his breath caught in his throat. The hallway was dark, but something stood there just beyond the reach of the dim light. A shape, tall, twisted, watching him. A sharp ringing filled his ears as his phone vibrated violently in his pocket. One new voicemail. His fingers refused to move. His body screamed for him to run, but he couldn't. He could only watch as the figure took a step forward. The smell of decay filled the room. His phone buzzed again. Another voicemail, then another, and another. The thing in the hallway shuddered, its head twitching at an unnatural angle. A deep, guttural breath rattled from its chest. Ethan finally found his voice, a strangled, broken whisper.
Nick?
The thing grinned. Then the lights went out. 3 days later, Ethan's apartment was found in ruins. Furniture overturned, walls clawed apart, and his phone, screen cracked, battery drained, still vibrating. One new voicemail. No one was brave enough to listen. Thank you for watching. If this story sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more terrifying stories every week. And remember, if you ever receive a voicemail from someone who shouldn't be calling, don't listen. See you in the next nightmare.